Make sure this is deselected. This is deselected, right? As you can see, it's deselected. Don't select it. And make sure this is selected. Now, retouching can be really annoying and hectic when you don't really understand or know exactly what you're doing. In today's video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to retouch skin in Photoshop. This tutorial will really be of great help to all beginners or anyone who wants to learn how to retouch in Photoshop. My name is Akodedia, by the way, and welcome to my channel. If you love videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to like this video as well. Without wasting much time, let's jump straight into Photoshop and start editing. So we have this image over here. Okay, let me zoom in. Let's check out the face. Right. So one of the things we're going to do right now is we're going to duplicate the background layer. And then this is the first step. We're going to remove the pimples on the face, as you can see. So we're going to use the patch tool to do this. You can also use other tools to do it. But then in this video, we're going to use the patch tool to do it. So I'm going to select the patch tool. I'm going to zoom into the face like that. Then I'm just going to come here, just circle, and then drag this to a cleaner area like that. Circle, just drag it to a clean area. I'm going to repeat this to the entire face. So just circle and then drag. So when you're doing this, always remember not to drag it to a very long area or somewhere that isn't that close to where you're editing. So always make sure you're dragging it to somewhere that is really close to to where you're editing. All right, like the way I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to speed this side up and I'm going to be back when I'm done. All right, so let's zoom out and check the before and after of the image. Let's zoom in a little bit to the face and go back. So this is the before and then there's the after. As you can see, we've removed some pimples on the face. So this helps that by the time we reach the retouching where we get to separate the colors from the textures. We don't have to do this again. All right, so we've done this now. So that is it. We're not going to repeat or do this again when we reach that level. All right, so let's move to the next step. So we're going to create a frequency separation adjustment layers. So we're going to press and hold Control and then J and then make a duplicate of the background layer like you can see over here. So see layer 1 and then we have layer 2. Oh, sorry, layer 1 copy over here. So we're going to quickly change the name of layer 1 by double clicking on the name and then change this to color like this. Color. And then we're going to double click on this name as well and then rename this texture. Like that. All right. So afterwards, you're going to hide the texture layer and we're going to select the color layer. Then we're going to come here to filter. So always make sure that the color layer is selected, right? I'm doing this with the color layer. So we're going to come to filter. At the top, we're going to come to blur. Then I'm going to come to Gaussian blur. So we're going to click on the Gaussian blur. So we have this. All right. So over here, we're going to play with the slider over here. So we're going to drag it to a point where you don't see so much details on the image. As you can see, you don't see so much details. All the details are gone. So I think 3.9 is okay. So you're going to come over here and then select OK like that. Now our image is looking not sharp at all. It's looking very blurry. That is fine for us. So we're going to come to the texture layer now, and then we're going to select, or we're going to make it visible. Right? I came here and then we selected, or make this visible over here. All right. So now we're going to select The texture layer still selected. We're going to come here to image. Then we're going to come down here to apply image like this. So we have this dialog box over here. So what we're going to do is kindly pay attention to this part. So we're going to, on the layers, we're going to select this and then come to color. And then we're going to keep this as RGB. We're going to come here and then change this to subtract over here like this. As you can see, we have this ghost effect over here. And then we're going to change this to 2, the scale at 2, and then the offset at 128, and then the opacity at 100%. Then we're going to select OK like this. We are not done yet. So we're going to come to the texture layer once more. We're going to come to the blend modes, select this, and then change this to linear light. As you can see, our image is back to how it was before. Mind you, this effect works best on 8-bit image. So you're going to, for you to be able to check whether image is 8-bit or not, you're going to come here, image, like this. Then you're going to come to mode over here. As you can see over here, the image or the this is set to 8-bit. As you can see over here, not 16. If it's 16-bit, you're going to get a different effect, or it's not going to work on 16-bit images. It only works on 8-bit images. Yeah, so if it's on 16-bit, you're going to change this to 8-bit. Then you're going to redo it again. You're going to get the effect that I'm getting over here. Some people ask me about it. All right, so I have to explain. All right, so over here as well, we're going to put this in a group. So I'm going to press and hold, Control, select the color layer, Control, again, and then G. And then we have this in a group. We're going to rename this to FS, meaning frequency separation, FS, like this, meaning frequency separation. All right, so now we're going to open the group now. If you want this action played for you automatically, I have it in my digital store. You can check out and then download it. All right, I have other actions and lots over there as well, interesting ones that you can check and then play with it for your project and stuff. All right, so with that said, let's come here to color. Select the color. I'm going to use the mixer brush tool to do this. So we're going to select the mixer brush tool over here, as you can see. And then this is the settings, the mixer brush tool settings that we're going to use for this image. So we have, make sure this is deselected. Okay, let's start from here. So make sure you select this and then make sure this is on clean brush. Make sure this is deselected. This is deselected, right? As you can see, it's deselected. Don't select it. And make sure this is selected. You're going to come to this side and then keep this at custom. Then wet at 52%, load at 48%, and then mix at 57%. All right, and then the flow at 30%. All right, so this is what we're going to use to edit our image. With that said, let's come now and then start doing our retouch. All right, so we're going to zoom in the image a little bit more. Then we're going to use our mixer brush tool to do this, right? So make sure the color layer is selected. Always make sure the color layer is selected for this part. Then we're going to use the open and close bracket keys to either make the brush big or small. So I'm going to come and then start brushing on it. So you're going to take your time as you brush to get this effect. So I'm starting on the forehead. And then mind you, always make sure you are brushing within the tones of the image. If it's highlights, make sure you're brushing only the highlights. If it's midtones, make sure you're brushing only in the midtones. Don't spread them into each other. Otherwise, you're going to make your image very flat, which doesn't look too nice. So let's continue like that. So you're going to keep brushing. So as you brush, whenever the side is a little bit too big, you're gonna make your brush size big. Yeah. So let's proceed to our nose bridge. I'm gonna keep brushing like that. All right. So I'm gonna speed this side up, and I'm gonna be right back. All right, guys, let's zoom out and then let's check how our image is looking now. So this is the before and there's the after. This is the before and there's the after. As you can see, our image is looking very nice. So this is one easy way to do this. Yeah, so you're just gonna go ahead and then just brush it up a little bit more. So you can just proceed, brush it up a little bit more, and then yeah, that'll be enough. So that's basically how to do it. So we're gonna come here to the a texture layer, and then we're gonna come here to spot healing brush tool, and then we're gonna remove a little bit of the textures from her face. So with that, you're just gonna select and then just brush off any unwanted thing on her face. So remember we did the basic cleanups from the beginning, the first thing that we did. Yeah. So this one of it. So if we hadn't done that earlier on, we would have to do everything over here now, which will take quite some time. But since we did that over here, we're just gonna clean only the small unwanted things on her face, and that will be enough. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and then just clean this up. All right, guys, so this is what we're having now. So you can just proceed, go ahead and then clean the eyes. You can clean the eyes, yeah. Clean the teeth, whiten the teeth and everything. And then that will be just enough for your image. All right, guys, thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for watching the video. And I'm going to catch you up in the next one. See you guys.